West Side Story star and legendary actress Rita Moreno recently, I know she's so bomb.
Love her.
Recently decided to tell her story to people in a very candid interview. Rita, who is 87 years young, lost her husband of 45 years back in 2010 and admits now that she was actually unhappy married a lot for that time, unhappily married. Rita also said that she'd rather, quote, eat glass than ever get married again.
Wow.
She said that once she's tried to become independent and break out of the typical husband-wife roles is when the trouble started. Man, okay, so every marital experience is different, you know? But the one part of me that relates is just that apprehension you get once you get out of a marriage. You know, I'm recently divorced, and it's such a precious thing, marriage, that when you feel like you didn't do it the way you expected, when you said I do, when you walked down the aisle, when you expressed it all in front of your friends, you want to take a beat back because you got to reassess. So I understand with Rita when she's like, I don't know if I want to eat glass, but I certainly don't think about marriage anytime soon. But I also know never to say never, because that's when God will take you and just knock the wind right out of you by teaching you something you didn't know. Yeah. You know?
But I feel her sometimes can be traumatized by bad experiences. I really think that there is some trauma that comes sometimes with the end of a marriage. My husband actually used to always say, you know this, I will never get married again. He would literally, we were all friends, we'd hang out, and he would be like, I would never get married again. And here we are, married.
Okay.
And happy. And
that munchkin got to her.
No, but I'm telling you, I really think that you can never say never, but at the same time, you also have to heal, which when you say something like, I'd rather eat glass than get married,
you're not
something
healed.
in that tells me you might not be healed.
But she also got married in a different time, you guys. She got married back, you know, what, 45 years ago or 50-something years ago?
Girl, there's terrible marriages today.
Well, no, I know that, but I'm saying, I know that, but what I'm saying is that the roles for women and men were very well defined back then, and if I've met Rita Moreno, she's a spitfire, she's full of life, and she's not someone that's going to be home, I mean, not to speak for her, but I can't imagine her being home cooking your dinner at a certain time. She's Rita Moreno, she's an EGOT winner, she's a mover and shaker. So I think for her it was a little harder to fit into this small role from like the 50s or 60s that said you had to be this type of woman. And I think what we can learn from this is that you have to define what's best for you. We all get one shot at life as far as we know, and we need to make it what we want it to be. So if you don't want to get married, don't get married. If you want to get married 12 times, get married 12 times. If you want to, it's okay. Just figure out what works for you and stay in that lane, and don't worry about what the judgment is from other people.
And we forget she 87. 87, they don't care. They say whatever the hell they
say the truth. They speak
and she was married for 45. You don't know, she might be still getting her freak on. Just because somebody say they don't want to get married.
How long was she married for?
That they ain't dating.
She was married for 45 years.
I wouldn't want to be with the same person for 45 years if I, you know, and I'm like, now I'm done. I'm like, I can go try different stuff.
You know?
What do you mean?
I mean, I could do 45 years. I mean, I don't have enough time. I don't have enough runway left to do 45.
Sometimes.
But I could do it if it was the right man. I could do 45 years.
I hope
That's
to
a
do
long time.
more than 45 years.
With the same...
Yes, if it's a good man, yes. If he's good, yes.
I swear.
But that's also what's important. I do think that the person that you do marry has to be evolving. They have to change in some way.
Evolve.
Yes, they have to evolve and change. If there's the same type of person and you
get that sex dungeon. Okay?
Yes.
Well,
and
you speaking about the sex dungeon,
saying.
Lonnie, you've said that you would never, ever, ever.
I'm still on that.
Really?
That ain't changed. Like I said, you know, the whole point is marriage is for everybody, just like what Yvette said. Marriage is for everybody. That energy ain't changed for me. I'm keeping that same energy.
You just have a boyfriend now.
That's it.
Does James want to get married?
I don't know, and that's his business.
Oh, James.
James.